Hi,
Hi. This is a question. Where are you from?
I'm from South India.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
India.
nice. I'm from Brazil.
You're from Brazil. So, thank you first, to accepting my invitation and accepting to talk with me.
I I would like to thank you to this opportunity to talk about its programming, something like this. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I love to talk about it.
So, I've gone through your profile. I came to know that you're a software developer.
Yeah, I'm junior software developer. I am starting my career and journey right now, and I started studying programming January. That's when I started my at university. I study information system, and then I started a boot camp from programming. I like it, and then I started studying web development. And wow, that was like, oh my god, I love doing it. That's what I like. I want to work with it. And since then, I am improving my skills in programming. Um, right now, I work with React.js for front end and Node.js for back end. And I'm considered full stack, but sometimes we have to choose something because there are choose two careers completely opposite one for another, and you can't be that good in both of them. So my focus is front end. I love it. And I want to study UI UX and another technologies as Vue.js and Angular. I guess it is, and in the future I want to learn TypeScript too.
So, right now you're a junior software developer.
Yeah, junior. I'm really in the beginning.
Okay. So, you have done your graduation in information technology.
Yes, I am in my first year. I'm
You're
finishing my first year.
okay. Is that a 4 years course or
4 years, yeah.
okay? So you're working now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have work experience about how many years of experience you have?
In programming.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working, but actually I didn't start yet. I will start at the company October 4th. And I did a course of programming and we had a lot of projects to do. So on my GitHub, I can send you my link of my GitHub. There are some projects that I did and I keep doing it on my free times. Now I am constructing a system for movie on a movie database actually, and I'm constructing a movie API first, and then I would like to consume this movie in front end with React, and then people can register the movies that she already seen.
Okay. Which means what about the project? It is like a OTT platform like Netflix or Amazon Prime or
No, no, it's just a database where people can save the movies that she already seen.
okay,
So
just the movies they have seen they can save it in the
yes,
list.
yes, list.
So what are the tools that you have used for this?
Node.js, Sequelize, And for database, I'm using MySQL, mm, React, and some tools from React like component styles, animations, and those things. Nothing, whoa, huge.
So how much you know as a software developer, how much you learned, what are the languages that you know, and how many projects you did, and what are those?
How many projects I did? Okay, can I check my GitHub? I don't
Sure,
know about it by head.
sure,
Just a second.
sure.
Um, about language, I work with JavaScript. I learn C, and I learned C at college, university. Um, but I want to study C sharp because I want to work with game developer, but it's a future plan. Right now I'm just working with web development, and I don't know if when I start my job I will still with web development. I don't know what it will be about my future, or if I have to learn another language, another technology. And uh, I had C at college, and next year I will have objective oriented programming, and it would be with Java. And I'm already afraid because Java is hard. And I'm worried about it, but okay, I will not suffer right now. Okay, there is this project that I'm building about movie. I made an app for course that it was like a management system for store, and it was for functionary control. Their function. It was for the functionary controls, what they sell, how much they sell, and the clients that they have, and those kind of things. It was a system management. And there is an API for this system. I built an API from a school. I had some front-end challenge development, that there is a site called front-end development, and I take some of those develop those challenges to do. Um, I worked with database and constructed an dashboard with NBA's NBA database, and then we have to collect some informations and construct a dashboard with that. I did a project of e-commerce, and me and my friends, we rebuild, redid. Oh my god, how can I say it? Recreated Netflix, but it's not that Netflix. We created it was like use the structure of Netflix, but it was ours on streaming, something like this. I have projects simple. It was when I was in beginning about conversion. Um, oh my God, how can I say it? For example, dollar to euro, or real. That is our. It's the my money to dollar and something like this. I made a game, and it was how can I say it? It was actually my first project in JavaScript, and it was like choose no, yeah, it was like you have to choose some options, and then or you win or you lose. It is nice. And another projects about challenges about front end. That's it. That's what I found here. And I also have another repository that is secret, that it's there. I put some things that I am studying, and then I consult it. It's when I don't remember something and I have to check something.
So, as a junior software developer, what do you say about programming?
Um, I guess that the hardest part is because we want to know everything, but we must have to know that we will not know everything. So I guess that the hardest part was focus on something and try to understand that I would not be good in all those things because I'm just a junior and I'm starting my career right now. So in the future, who knows, maybe I have a lot of another opportunities to try another technologies or learn another things. But in the beginning, it's complicated because I can't learn everything, but I also want to. And it was hard. It was also hard to work with logic programming, programming logic. I don't know the order to say this, but like challenges. I don't know if you know, like Code Wars or Hacker Hanky. There are some challenges that I just can't. I couldn't do, and get frustrated because of this. But now today, I understand that it's a process, and I have to study to understand more and increase my development, my knowledge, and all of this.
So, you did projects regarding a for a movie. At the same time, you worked. You did project on another thing. So, what you learned personally?
Okay, I will explain. I I studied it in a school. It was a course, 6 month course. It started in March and finished in the beginning of this month, September. And it was an intensive course that it was a full stack course. So it was divided in five models. And the first and the oh my god, how I say this in English? Okay, in the first and the second was about front end. The first was like the basic of HTML and CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. And in the second, we studied a little bit more about JavaScript and we learned about oriented, objective-oriented programming. And in the 30 model, I studied database. It was with MySQL, SQLite, and MongoDB. And the fourth, we learned about API backend, how to construct it. And then the last one was with React, and that's when we constructed a full stack program project. So it was like my last 6 months was totally focused on this course and to study the things that the course demanding for me. And I also use this knowledge to start and build another project. It was something like this.
You're still a student. How you are able to do so many projects?
Excuse me, I didn't understand the question.
You're still a student. How you are able to do so many projects?
Um, I don't know how answer this. Can you repeat, please? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So you're still a student. You're still studying in a university, right?
Uh, okay, understand now. My course finished, but I still studying, and there is a time since my course finished and until I start the job in company. So I'm using this time to review something to review. Yeah, I guess it is to review some subjects that it was hard for me in the time of course, or that I didn't get it so well. And for example, I was studying backend that was difficult for me, and I studied sequelize, and then I started studying tokens, validations um, for data. For example, if you usually want to register in the platform and have all those validations using tokens, and I'm using this period between the finish of my course and the start of my job to study or it takes some subjects that I have difficulty and improve.
So the present project of yours is based on.
Yes, it was by my head. It's because I love movies and I would like to construct something using movies. So how I had constructing API was difficult for me. I started studying sequelize, and then when I get confidence, I was thinking about something that I could construct with sequelize, and then I choose movies and movie an API movie.
You said you work on React and
Yeah,
JavaScript. So can you tell
yeah.
more about it?
React and JavaScript. Okay. I study React course and they choose this technology because it's the most common library framework library for using in the front end. And there is another ones like Next.js, Angular, Vue, but they choose React, and then I focus on studying React. And here in Brazil, when I search for uh, applications for job and all, the most part of it, they required React, but just React, not React Native. Um, then I studied about components, and there is two ways to work with React. And one is using classes and another is using um, functions and hooks. We focus more in studying with hooks and functions, but I want you to study a little bit more using class because object-oriented programming is a little bit difficult for me, and I want you to study more about classes and oh my god, I forgot it. Methods and the things about orientated programming. And JavaScript was actually the first language that I started building some things. Uh, with C, I build just like simple logarithms, like a calculator and this. I didn't build anything so wow with C. And JavaScript, I don't know how exactly you would like me to talk about it, but it was my first language, so I kind of love it. And in the beginning, it was really hard, but nowadays I'm more confident. about it. And I still studying, I still doing challenge, I still, I don't know, searching for some things. I like to study by books too, so I have a book of algorithms and data structure. No, yeah, algorithms and data structure using JavaScript. That helped me a lot because I had a lot of difficulty with arrays and methods like for each, map, and reduce, all of this. And this book helped me a lot to work with it. And that's it. I guess I will study it for the rest of my life. Not JavaScript exactly, but because technology change every day and I don't know about company. And maybe in the future I will work in another company with a new programming language that not exists right now. But I learned about something that's like learn to learn. So I'm not afraid of changing things. If the person come to me and say I need you to learn Golang for 2 weeks from now, I'll say okay, I will study Golang and I can see what I have to do. So JavaScript is just my first language, but if now I had to work with another one, I'm totally open for that.
So what are your favorite applications as a junior software developer? What application excites you or interests you? Or is there any web application or mobile application that you love or that you want to learn something from?
Yeah, I want to work with game development, so I need to learn C Sharp and Unity because that's what I really want to work in the future, not now. But since young, I loved games. I always was a gamer. Here we say gamer. And I play a lot of games and I was always was curious about how people build this. I learned a little bit about it, and I know there is a whole structure behind this with game design and gaming programming, and it really touched my heart. I love talk about games, and I decided that in the future I would focus my career in game development. So that is the technology that I want to learn in the future. But talking about right now, I want to learn TypeScript and Angular because it's famous. But Angular, you need to know TypeScript, and I don't know TypeScript yet. So it's a future project. And right now, I'm concerned about had my how can I say it? To fix my the things that I didn't learn in the period of course. So um, anyway, in any way, just a second, I will look at translator because I forgot the word for this. Um, yeah, that's it. Consolidate my knowledges in in what I know right now.
So what do you do other than programming?
How do you mean?
Other than programming, what you like?
Um, I would say I don't know if I understand so well your question, but if I understand, I would say front end, maybe. That what I like the most, and I have a facility with it. But now that I'm restudying back end, I'm really enjoying it, working with the API and security and validation and all of this, and connect to the sorry, database and all those things. It's really interesting me at work. I don't know. if I will work with front or back end. I was hired just as junior developer, and so I don't know what with I work with. I don't know what with what I will work there. But personally, I like front end most all the things of user experience and create layoutings and play with CSS is actually what I like. Oh, I also want to learn CSS tailwind sass. Um, some frameworks from CSS. I just know Bootstrap, but I don't like Bootstrap a lot. I use it because um, it's real practice, but I don't like it so much. So I want to learn Sass and CSS tailwind.
So, you like the front end or the back end? Which one you like as a developer?
Front, totally.
So, like you said, you worked on so many applications. So, what are the kind of applications that you worked, and how? Tell me about the functionalities of different applications. How you see at it.
Okay. Uh, at first, I just constructed some um, pages without iteration, just static web pages, like I don't know, sites of informations and those things. Then and when I learned TypeScript, TypeScript no JavaScript, I started doing more interact. My website started being more interactive, and now I working consuming APIs, so I my front end consume an API, consume the database, and I rendered this from front end to show the information that the user required, like the user made a required, and then it goes there and check the back end API database and return this information rendered, and then I may stylize this or using a CSS to return like a card or in a box, something like this.
So, so you said you what is your college project?
At college, I didn't build anything so wow. Just as I said, um, it's because I learn way in subject of introduction to logic programming, and it was with C. So it was like constructed algorithms like calculator or the one I don't know if you know this one. I'm I'm almost sure that you know because it's really famous. The fizz buzz or ping pong, that if it's five multiple of five, it's pong, and if it's multiple of three, it's ping, and if multiple of both is ping pong, like those kind of things. Um, I learned I learned the array, but I didn't construct anything so well at college. And now I'm studying math and systems information, computer architecture, economy, and operational systems. So now, in the end of the first years, I'm not having any programming subjects at college. So I didn't build any projects yet.
So you said you like front end a lot. So do you have anything? Do you have any application or the software, web application, user interface that you like most on the internet? In the internet.
Uh, can you repeat, please?
So front end, the user interface. So do you
Yes.
have any specific applications or a specific software, web applications that which you like when it comes to user interface, the front end?
Okay. Um, it's a hard question. Um, I don't know exactly. I I don't know how I answered this. There are some websites that I enter, and I found myself looking at it, and I am like, oh, this could be here or it could be there. I would change this. But of course, there are some websites that I look at it, and I am like, one day I would like to be able or capable to build something like this. And my head, I can't remember on a specific website, but when I went to there, I like to analyze how it is the user interface and user experience and how it is built. I use the programming tool, the to inspect, and I look the code is and those kind of things. And I like to read codes to know more actually, and that's what I do. Um, I don't have a specific software website that I look and I think like, whoa, it's perfect. I like to analyze any site that I use that I enter.
So what do you say about the user experience for the websites, for the projects that you built?
That I build. Okay. Mm. I can say that I try my best. If my best is enough, I don't know exactly, but I really try to check if things uh, are easy and if information's clear. I like to get things detailed so people can understand exactly and not polluted. I am the part of the group that is minimalist and like minimalist stuff. So all of these, I don't put so many information or so many pictures to not pollute my website. And I also, I don't, there is a platform software Figma that people made prototypes of websites. I don't know how I use it, so all my sites is I draw it in my hand, and I was like, okay, here would be we have a nav bar, and the nav bar we have it, and here would be like this, and blah 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 blah. I'm not able to use Figma. For me, it's too hard. And I before I design something, design no, I'm not a designer. Before I build it in some project or I I architected the site in my and in the way I want. And using this, I started to code.
So so you said about the user experience of the sites that you built. So so what are the other things like when comes to connectivity and the backend. So how much knowledge you have?
How much knowledge I have. As a junior, I would like to say that I'm beginner on the programming. The programming area is a world apart. It is many, 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 many things, and oh my God, there are a lot of things to do there. And I'm trying give baby steps so I don't confuse myself. And I am worried more. I worried about not about to learn everything at the same time, but study one thing at a time and understand it and say, okay, now I can do an application using this. So I'm trying another. I study another thing, and then I start another thing, and when I felt confident, I say, okay, now I will start another thing. But it's like hmm, I have the knowledge, but I build these small applications, so I don't know exactly how it works when I am at uh, how it works when it talk about a huge company and you have a project with a lot of things to do. So I don't know exactly how it is used. Like, I have a mentor, and he was talking about an API that he worked with, that it was a JSON with five 5 million lines, and I was like, okay, how do you work with a JSON that is a 5 million lines? I don't have idea how to use it, because like my project, my JSON that is, I don't know, 50 lines, something like this. So I know the basic, but I want to know, I want to understand, I want to see in a real life how it is used, like in a big project.
So can you mention some of the errors that you got while working with your projects?
Excuse me?
Can you mention some of the errors that you got that you remember while working with your projects, and how you solved it? The errors that you got, errors.
You mean results? Results. It is.
I mean errors, bugs.
Oh, bugs. Oh my God. Recently I was building this API using SQLite, and okay, I coding the model, and I went to constructor, and I use it blah 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 dot find all. And it was like, and when I tested the API, I used Postman. I was at Postman to do a request, and it was like, you can't, no, you can't uh, find all of undefined. And I was like, okay, why is it undefined? It's here. Uh, it- I I spent some minutes trying to fix this bug. Okay, it worked. I save it and I went to sleep. And then the next day I woke up and started working the project. And when I I I ran the server and went to Postman, and it was with the same error, with the same bug. You can't find how often to find it. And I was like, oh my God, why? Yesterday I was sleeping, it was working, and what happened? And then I spent 2 hours trying to resolve the bug. And in the end, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I don't have an idea. I resolved the bug, but I don't know how. I don't know what I did. I don't know exactly how it worked, but now it's working, and then I don't even touching this code anymore.
So at last, do you have anything to say to the junior software developers or the senior software developers or uh, who are watching this conversation and listening to a conversation from anywhere on this planet?
Okay. As a junior, I'd like to say that it's hard because it's when you're starting something completely new and there are a lot of information at the same time. So you get confused and you don't know how to do or what to choose or which technology you want to work or whatever. So for the one who's in the beginning, I guess that the best advice that I can give is choose something that you want to work with. For example, I went to web development, but there are another areas like mobile or data science. And I think that you can choose an area to work with, and then you see the technology that the area used and how this area works. For example, you have the web development, and in web development, you also have the databases, front end, back end, API, and you can see which language is more used. I saw that I worked with JavaScript because JavaScript you can use in front and back end. So, and I guess that not being worried about know everything at the same time, I guess it is important to give baby steps. And today and every day goes to sleepy with the thinking like, okay, today I learned a new stuff, even if it is building a form or a button, something like this. Just learn and take take things by the right time and not trying to learn everything at the same time because you get more confused and probably frustrated. And I guess that with baby steps you can learn everything you need and you will fly in this world. You'll be like a rocket.
Awesome. So at last, have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube, and what do you say about it?
I watch your videos on Instagram, and when you followed me, and you were interviewed the people from around the world. I thought it was amazing. Actually, it's really nice. I was curious, actually, how did you find me? I would like to ask you this, um, if you allowed me, because it's really interesting what you do to talk about with programming of around the world, and it's literally around the world. And I guess your job is amazing and will help a lot of people. So congratulations.
Thank you for your words. I'm sure your words creates uh, uh, your words in me makes me do more interviews, and you will be one of the major reasons for the success of mine. And thank you for telling about the experience of yours as a software developer, as a junior software developer. You're the first junior software developer came to my show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Uh, Yesterday I did a video. Yesterday I took an interview of the person. You won't believe he's 30 plus years of experience as a software developer. He's working in ES Sports.
Whoa. You interviewed the people with a lot of experience, and then there is me learning how to programming, starting my career right now. But it's someone who is starting programming. Maybe they can see my video and trying to catch some. Oh my God, I forgot the word again. Tips. Maybe I
Tips.
can help someone. I don't know, but maybe
Yeah.
for the ones who is beginning, because the beginning is the hardest part. I guess that when you get familiarized with programming or I don't know, and in the future, like when you have your first bug, you almost broken your notebook, or you, I don't know, you want to broken everything. And in the future, there is another bug, and you feel, again. So you learn how to deal with it. And I think it's important. And actually, this is my favorite part about programming. Every day is a new thing, and with time, you learn how to deal with it. And it also teaches how to learn with frustration, because like the program will not work at the first, and if it works because some things it was weird. And now I in the beginning I get really mad when things didn't work, but now I'm okay. Like, okay, yeah, you do it. Didn't work right now, but it works sometime. And then I read the documentations, I searched for YouTube tutorial, and then I read books. I go to Stack Overflow, blah blah blah, and then I search for repository and those things. We learn how to solve problems. Yeah. So I guess it is the for me is the part that I love the most about programming, and that's why I choose be a developer.
So I want to say something that 30 plus years of technology software developer uh, said, which will be useful for you, for me, for audience, for watching us, listening us. What he said is his from his experience. He said it is not that how many years you worked on technology. You may be doing the same work. You may be fixing the same errors. You may be doing you may be repeating the same thing every day. So it doesn't mean that if you're working for 30 years are doing the same thing, you know everything. So maybe a person who worked for just 6 months or 3 months can able to fix the issue. Maybe 30 plus years experienced person may not fix the issue. So it is not that how much you have experience. It is about how different problems that you're solving, how uh, how you are able to solve the completely new problems, not the problems that you know already, that you have fixed already. So that's what I just
Awesome.
wanted to tell. Yeah.
Awesome. You said everything. It's perfect. Uh, I don't know this, and I put my board to watch it when I get mad with a error or bug. It was really awesome. Thank you.
So think differently. Always try to do something that you didn't do yesterday or before minute or before hour. Definitely, your life will be awesome. Yeah, not only in professional life, in also in personal life. Try to get adapted for new things without live life without any expectations. Uh, be a developer uh, and be ready to face the new problems and say to the problems that come on, I'm ready. You you can you can come to me and I'm going to take care of you.
Thank you. Really, thank you a lot.
So thank you. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Of course. And if you put on Instagram, let me know why we will post this.
Yeah, I will let you know. And also can I
Okay.
put and also can I put this video and audio clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Feel free to do it.
Thank you, Giovana, for giving me your valuable time and spending your valuable words on my show with me and to my audience. Your words will affect Indians, at the same time Canadians, US, every person who is watching this. Even if you be the reason for uh, their thinking process, and if they develop their skills, if they develop themselves, if they develop their personality as a developer by listening to your words from your experience that you said in this video, there is a big contribution that you're doing to this planet. And when you accepted the request, that shows your kindness, your goodness, and it also shows you are ready for to do something new. So all the best. When you become a CEO of a company, don't forget Sai, okay, from India.
Of course. Of course, thank you for your words, actually. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And that's it. We're successful for your show and count on me when you need. Thank you.
Take care. Keep going. Keep doing what you love.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye bye.